Nearly 3 decades ago, a prominent British aristocrat shocked high society by falling for a charismatic Muslim playboy, captivating the world with fascination and skepticism. Their unconventional romance defied tradition, generating headlines and sparking whispers across continents. Despite predictions of cultural pressure and relentless scrutiny causing their relationship to crumble, 28 years later, their family has not only endured, but evolved in unexpected ways. The story of their controversial love and their current lifestyle piques curiosity. Jemima and Imran's love story seemed almost impossible at the time, akin to a fairy tale that defied belief. Jemima, the daughter of the powerful billionaire Sir James Goldsmith, met Imran, a famous cricket star known for his talent and wild charm. At the young age of 21, Jemima, coming from a life of luxury and privilege, found herself drawn to Imran, who was her complete opposite in many ways. Imran, a national hero from Pakistan, had risen to fame through hard work and became a symbol of glamour and desire, admired and adored by millions. His off-field life was just as colorful as he moved among elite circles in London and beyond, drawing attention from women and becoming a figure of desire. Despite his reputation, Imran had a deeper side, caring about the future of his country and speaking out about poverty and justice. Their paths crossed, with their instant and powerful connection drawing them to each other like magnets. They met through mutual friends at a party in London, with some believing it was a single conversation at a charity event that changed everything. Jemima was deeply attracted to Imran's charisma and his dedication to helping others. In turn, Imran was fascinated by her intelligence, beauty, and the elegance with which she carried herself. During their second date, he surprised everyone by proposing to her, which garnered widespread attention and astonishment. The news of their engagement quickly spread, leaving the media in disbelief and the British press stunned. The fact that a 21-year-old British woman was marrying a man twice her age from a completely different culture and religion left Pakistani citizens speechless and surprised. Their engagement created a significant stir, with both families expressing their opposition. Sir James Goldsmith, Jemima's father, was particularly upset by her decision to marry an older man and convert to Islam. Similarly, Imran's family was also unhappy, as they had hoped he would marry within their own traditions and culture. Despite the opposition, Jemima remained resolute in her determination to prove everyone wrong and be with Imran in all aspects of life. A few months before the wedding, she officially converted to Islam and took on a new Islamic name, Hika, as a symbol of her readiness for the new chapter in her life. The marriage of a Western-raised woman to a Muslim man and her subsequent adaptation to life in the conservative East was a question that intrigued many. On May 16, 1995, a significant and emotional event unfolded as Jemima Goldsmith, a member of one of Britain's most influential families, married Imran Khan, the renowned Pakistani cricketer turned philanthropist. Their traditional nikah ceremony, a crucial Islamic wedding ritual, took place in an intimate gathering at the Goldsmith family home in Paris, away from the media's attention. A civil wedding ceremony was held a few weeks later on June 21, 1995, legally cementing their union. To celebrate this new chapter, the couple hosted a lavish midsummer ball at Ormley Lodge, a glamorous estate in London, which was attended by numerous prominent figures from London's elite circle, including Princess Diana and other celebrities. While the British newspapers covered the event extensively, the true charm, significance, and merging of two distinct worlds in Jemima and Imran's wedding went beyond what any headline could capture. Shortly after their wedding, Jemima made a bold and unexpected decision to leave her comfortable life in London and relocate to Lahore, Imran's hometown in Pakistan. Imran had always been clear that living in Pakistan was non-negotiable for him, which had been the reason for many of his previous relationships ending. Jemima willingly embraced this requirement and fully committed to her new life in Lahore, immersing herself in the local culture and traditions. She underwent a significant transformation, embracing traditional clothing, and even learning Urdu, the national language of Pakistan, to better connect with her new family and surroundings. Assuming her husband's last name, Jemima Khan, she proudly embraced her identity as a Pakistani wife, despite facing significant cultural challenges. Jemima's adjustment to the conservative society in Pakistan was difficult, especially coming from a background of privilege and freedom in London. Despite facing scrutiny and ridicule from the British tabloids, she persevered and gradually earned admiration from many Pakistanis for her resilience and determination. In 1996, just a year after their marriage, Jemima gave birth to their first son, Suleiman Issa, while simultaneously supporting Imran Khan as he launched his political party, Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf, with the aim of bringing positive change to the country. Though initially supportive and enthusiastic about Imran's political endeavors, there were questions about any strains in their marriage as time went on. Initially, Jemima actively supported her husband by delivering powerful speeches at rallies, exuding hope and excitement for the new journey they were embarking on. Imran had a dream of creating positive change in his country, but as time passed, it started to feel like a burden. He became deeply involved in politics, constantly traveling, giving speeches, and strategizing, which caused a rift between him and his wife, Jemima. Meanwhile, Jemima, who had grown up in a Western liberal environment, found it challenging to adapt to the conservative Muslim society in Pakistan. She desired to actively engage in important global issues rather than conform to traditional expectations of silence and passivity. As Imran's political influence grew, he became a target for his rivals and intelligence agencies who sought to undermine him. They exploited Jemima's Jewish background, spreading rumors that she was part of a secret Zionist plan to take over Pakistan, leading to fear and suspicion in the public. The relentless scrutiny and pressure led to a national scandal even from simple charity appearances. Jemima struggled to balance her true self with societal expectations, and in 1999, she faced serious accusations of smuggling antique tiles out of Pakistan, prompting her to leave for England out of fear of imprisonment. Even upon her return to Pakistan, the damage had been done, leaving her emotionally drained and anxious. The attention also extended to her two biracial sons, Suleiman and Qasim, who faced constant public scrutiny about their appearance, language, and cultural identity. As Imran's political career ascended, the public's focus on their family intensified, turning their home into a more politically charged and stressful environment. The love that had once transcended boundaries between countries, religions, and families was now being tested by the very same external pressures. Jemima had transcended from being just the woman Imran loved to becoming a symbol, a target, and a source of endless controversy in the public eye. The pressure of politics, cultural differences, and constant judgment gradually took a toll on their marriage, transforming what began as a hopeful journey into a challenging and painful chapter in both of their lives. Imran Khan and Jemima Goldsmith decided to end their marriage, a decision they both agreed upon. Imran later revealed that the period leading up to the divorce and the subsequent 6 months were emotionally turbulent for him, particularly with the loneliness he faced after Jemima and their 2 young sons moved back to Britain. Despite the divorce, they arranged for their sons to visit Imran in Pakistan during school holidays, and Imran would stay at the home of his former mother-in-law, Lady Annabel Goldsmith, during his trips to London. Following their separation, Jemima returned to the UK and aimed to lead a more private life away from the limelight, although her presence still attracted attention, particularly within London's high society. In her early 30s, Jemima had already undergone significant life changes, transitioning from a glamorous socialite to a single mother who had bravely faced adversity and stepped out of her comfort zone. The end of her marriage had a significant impact, not only on her public image, but also on her personal growth. Despite her efforts to maintain privacy, her love life continued to pique curiosity. Shortly after returning to England, Jemima started dating British actor Hugh Grant, a relationship that seemed fitting due to their shared fame, intelligence, and sharp sense of humor. Externally, they appeared to be a perfect match, but in reality, both were private individuals who preferred to keep their personal lives out of the public eye. They were together for about 3 years, avoiding media intrusion despite being seen at movie premieres and charity events. However, rumors circulated about Hugh's proximity to his ex-girlfriend, Elizabeth Hurley, potentially causing strain in their relationship. Although their romance was not without challenges, including rumors of breakups, it eventually came to an end. Following this, Jemima's romantic life took an unexpected turn when she was linked to the outspoken British comedian and actor Russell Brand. Their contrasting personalities, with Russell being bold and Jemima being reserved, attracted public attention, but their relationship was short-lived. Subsequently, Jemima appeared to lose interest in dating altogether, opting for a quieter and more focused life away from romantic drama. In contrast, her ex-husband, Imran Khan, took a different path, remarrying twice since their divorce and remaining a prominent figure in the public eye, particularly in politics. Imran's choice of partners, including his marriage to the outspoken British Pakistani journalist Raham Khan, sparked speculation and debate about its potential impact on his image and political career. While Imran continued to be in the limelight, Raham seemed to face challenges in adjusting to the public attention. Many people questioned whether Jemima, with her modern ways, could adjust to Imran's more traditional lifestyle. Soon, the cracks in their relationship began to show due to public pressure, cultural expectations, and differences in how they handled attention, creating growing tension. The marriage, which had started like a public spectacle, ended just as loudly with a divorce after only 8 months, stunning both supporters and critics alike. Not long after the divorce, Imran chose a very different kind of partner, marrying Bushra Bibi in 2018. Bushra Bibi, a deeply spiritual woman with no ties to politics, had once been Imran's spiritual guide, and their marriage was seen as more of a blessing than a political move. Compared to his past relationships, his marriage with Bushra was peaceful, private, and deeply personal, with many believing that Bushra has had a calming effect on Imran. Her quiet presence seems to have brought him a new kind of balance, a journey not just of leadership, but of inner peace. Their relationship has remained mostly hidden from public view, reflecting Bushra's value of privacy and spiritual growth over attention and fame. Jemima Marcel Goldsmith was born on the 30th of January 1974 into one of Britain's oldest and wealthiest families in Chelsea, London. She was the daughter of Lady Annabel Goldsmith and Sir James Goldsmith, both powerful figures from prominent backgrounds. Lady Annabel came from an aristocratic Anglo-Irish family, while Sir James was a billionaire businessman with deep roots tracing back to German Jewish ancestry. Although Jemima's parents were married to other people when she was born, they later tied the knot in 1978. This marriage formally recognized Jemima and her two younger brothers, Zach and Ben Goldsmith, as legitimate. Jemima also has 5 older half-siblings from her mother's previous marriage, including Robin and India Jane Burley. From the very beginning, Jemima was surrounded by wealth, privilege, and powerful connections. Growing up in such a remarkable family, it was almost expected that she would follow a path filled with influence and recognition. In 1993, she enrolled at the University of Bristol to study English, but her studies were cut short. When, at just 21 years old, she left university to get married. Jemima married Imran Khan, a famous Pakistani cricketer known for his charm and Playboy reputation, shocking many with her decision. She left behind the glamorous world of British high society to live a more traditional life in Pakistan, which was a significant cultural leap for her. She made efforts to fit in by dressing modestly, speaking the language, and adjusting to the expectations placed on her as the wife of a rising political figure in a deeply conservative society. However, she struggled to find her voice, and her marriage, though passionate at first, became a difficult and confining experience. After separating from Imran Khan, Jemima underwent a complete transformation of her identity and purpose, not returning to her aristocratic past, but building her own legacy instead. She ventured into the world of storytelling through journalism, television, documentaries, and film, and made a name for herself. In 2015, she launched her own production company, Instinct Productions, which focuses on producing high-quality documentaries and films, quickly proving her talent in the industry. Jemima was even nominated for an Emmy Award for The Clinton Affair, a documentary she executive produced. In addition to her other work, she was also involved in producing a true crime TV documentary for Sky Atlantic and HBO, focusing on the Adnan Syed case. The documentary, directed by Amy Berg and based on the popular podcast series Serial, earned her another Emmy nomination. Her influence in the film industry continued to grow as she produced the Golden Globe and Emmy-nominated series Impeachment and wrote and produced the romantic comedy What's Love Got to Do with It, which explored cross-cultural relationships. The film received acclaim, winning Best Comedy at the Rome Film Festival, and later picking up 4 awards at the 2023 National Film Awards, including Best British Film and Best Screenplay. Beyond her entertainment work, she used her influence to shed light on important social issues, producing a powerful short documentary called As Far as They Run, which focused on children with intellectual disabilities in rural Pakistan. The documentary was also nominated for an Emmy. In 2014, she co-produced a podcast called A Muslim and a Jew Go There, a show that delved into topics of religion, identity, and coexistence. The podcast reached #2 on Apple's podcast charts and received nominations from the British Podcast Awards in categories like Best News and Current Affairs. It was described as civilized and civilizing by The Guardian, and praised as an antidote to online tribalism by the Evening Standard. Jemima is not only a visual storyteller, but also a talented writer. While living in Pakistan, she began publishing thoughtful articles about politics, culture, and life. Upon returning to the UK, she contributed to major newspapers such as The Sunday Times, The Observer, and The Independent. Her columns were known for being reflective, analytical, and thought-provoking. She also had a successful stint as a columnist for the Sunday Telegraph from 2007 to 2008, before joining British Vogue as a contributing editor from 2008 to 2011. In the same year, she was appointed as Vanity Fair's European editor-at-large. In 2011, she took a position as an associate editor at The New Statesman. Journalist Nick Cohen praised her as the best editor the magazine had ever seen. Even in her 20s, Jemima was deeply committed to making a difference. In 1998, she started a fashion business in Pakistan that provided jobs for women in poverty. These women used their embroidery skills to decorate Western-style clothes, which were sold in fancy stores in London and New York. All the money made from sales went to the Xiao Khanum Memorial Cancer Hospital. Unfortunately, her fashion business closed after the events of September 11, 2001. In 2008, she modeled for the Azaro Couture fragrance campaign and helped design their 2009 spring collection. The earnings from these projects went straight to UNICEF. During her marriage, she also helped create refugee camps for Afghans, providing food, shelter, clothing, and health care. Later, she campaigned against the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan. She also strongly supported free speech and access to information. What do you think about Jemima's marriage to Imran? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Remember to like and subscribe.